Mother's Day is just around the corner, and I have several gift ideas for you today that are very budget friendly but look very high end. These make perfect gifts for your mother or sister, friend, whoever you would like to gift them to. Thank you for stopping by Lavender and Lace. I'm Alicia. Welcome back to my viewers that come and see me each week, and hello if you are new here. Thank you for stopping by today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content, and I hope you will consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. And let's get started with these Mother's Day gift ideas. I recently found some different colors of polymer clay at my Dollar Tree store, so I picked up all of the colors that they had. I don't work with polymer clay a lot, so I wanted to give this a try since it's just $1.25 for the pack. They also had some of the clay cutter shapes as well as a texture sheet. I actually didn't use that for this project. I needed something to cut the clay and something to make holes for the earrings, and I also grabbed a couple of other cutters that I already had in my stash. And just to make this easier to work with, I did cut the clay down into smaller pieces. And this clay was very hard and dry and crumbly, so I think this one had already cured just a little bit, so it made it pretty difficult to work with. What I did end up doing was putting this in the microwave for about 5-second increments, and that just helped warm it up a little bit and made it a little bit more pliable and easier for me to work with. And I did end up using all of the different blocks in each of those colors for this project. And when I had that soft enough to work with, I cut each color in half, and then I just rolled them out to the thickness that I wanted. And you can still see there how this is still wanting to crack, and it was just a really dry clay. And again, I'm not very familiar with the polymer clay, so I think I want to get some more of this, maybe find some on Amazon or at Hobby Lobby, and just try different brands and see how they react differently maybe, and do some more projects. And once I had all of my colors rolled out flat, I just layered them. I did green, brown, white, and then I repeated that. Just rolled those up into a small little log, and then I rolled that out into a longer snake until I got a very thin band there of all of my clay. I'm trying to get a marbled effect for this project, and I did watch several how-to videos on working with polymer clay and specifically the Dollar Tree clay before I tried this project. And I twisted that and rolled it again, and that just gives you more layers of your different colors. And then I just formed that into a cube shape of sorts. And once I had that cube, I just rolled that out again until I had the thickness that I wanted for my clay in this project. And one thing I learned while I was doing this project, you do want to roll your clay pretty thin. I am making earrings with this, and I didn't get this thin enough. They still look really nice in the end, but if they were a little bit thinner, I would have had an easier time with my earring findings. So I just cut out all of the shapes that I wanted for several different pairs of earrings. I used the smallest teardrop cutter and one of my kind of leaf shape cutters, and then a larger cutter as well. And just to smooth out those edges and the cut lines, I just went around each of my little earring shapes with my finger and smooth that out. And I used one of my Cricut tools to make the hole for the earring finding. And something else that I learned from this, you want to put that hole as close to the top of your earring as you can. That will just make it a lot easier to put your jump rings in and put your hooks or your earring findings on there. And this could be a Dollar Tree project. You can get the clay and the earring findings there. And once I had all of my shapes cut out, I placed them on a parchment-lined baking sheet, and I baked these for 20 minutes at 225 degrees. And I did have to use 2 of those jump rings and one of the hooks just because I didn't get my whole close enough to the top. So here I'm showing you just a little bit of my struggle trying to get those jump rings on there. I tried to spare you guys from as much of that as possible. This was a very challenging process for me, but you live and you learn, and I will definitely be making these again because it was just such a fun project. And I already had some earring cards designed. I make some crocheted ones, so I already had these on hand and just cut those out and displayed my earrings that way. But these would be a super easy and a perfect gift for Mother's Day. A lot of my project inspiration comes from Creative Fabrica. So when I was scrolling through, I found this digital download of these already pre-designed bookmarks. This is a super simple gift that you can do. They are easily printed out, and all you have to do is download them and then upload them to whatever program you are using. They're perfectly sized. All of the fonts, the colors, design, everything is already completely done for you. And I just printed mine out on some cardstock that I had on hand, and I just trimmed those down with my paper cutter. And then I just punched a hole in the top of each of my bookmarks, and I added some chiffon ribbon that I have on hand. I picked this up from Amazon. Be sure that you guys check the description box. I will have everything that I can linked there if you want to check out certain products that I used. And I just simply tied that in a knot to each of my bookmarks. And you can add these to a book if you are gifting this to someone that enjoys reading, or you can add it to a gift basket like I will be doing in just a little bit. But these are beautiful, and I just love the colors and the message on each of these. I love candles, and I think they make a perfect gift. I saw these milk bottle candles at Cracker Barrel, and I knew I could make those using Dollar Tree supplies. So I just melted down a couple of the candles that you can find there. You will need two for this particular bottle size. I think it's about a 16 fluid ounce. And I had washed up some bottles that I had on hand, and I just added a little bit of hot glue to the bottom of a wick so that it wouldn't move around when I poured in my melted wax. And be careful that you don't get this too hot, or sometimes that wax will kind of collapse in the center of your candle. And just to easily customize, personalize your candles, you can go on Creative Fabrica and type in candle labels. And they have so many different ones that you can choose from, a lot of different designs, colors, fonts, so you can easily change these out to fit whatever you want them to be. And you can also easily add a scent to your candle. They have the candle scents at Hobby Lobby, so you can add that, and then you could also add the scent to your label so whoever you are giving it to knows what they are getting. And I just printed that out on some sticker paper, cut it out with my Cricut, and I also had to go back in and just do a little bit of trimming for this particular design. I added that to the front of my candle, and that is it for this gift idea. What do you guys think about this one? On my last trip to Dollar Tree, I was looking specifically for different items that I could put in gift baskets. I am going to be creating three separate themed gift baskets. So I kind of looked in the coffee, food section, the gardening section, also the health and beauty, just trying to find different things that I could put in each of my baskets. And the first one that I'm going to be putting together is what I'm calling my slow morning basket. So I always have some kind of tea towels or kitchen towels on hand. So I just put that in the bottom of my basket, and everything else came from the Dollar Tree. They have some really cute mugs right now that you can find that are perfect for Mother's Day. And I found a really nice coffee to put in there, kind of a little devotional journal to put in this one, a notebook. They also have a lot of different pens, highlighters, pencils, and things like that that I picked up to go in this basket. I also grabbed a couple of chapsticks for that one. And the next one is going to be kind of a spa beauty basket, I guess you would say. I had a lot of fun with these, you guys. I found a lot of great things. You can personalize these to whoever you are giving them to. And the Dollar Tree has a lot of really good soaps and things that you can find. So I picked up two of those. I also added just a little hand towel in the beginning just to give that a little color and some texture in there. They have some really nice lotions that you can find. They also have some vitamin infused wipes now. Great candle selection that you can choose from. And those chapsticks, again, I think I should have got some of those for myself, you guys. Those are great to add to these. And this next one I think might be my favorite. This one is going to be the gardening basket. I picked up one of their flower pots that they had, and I just added some empty Dollar Tree bags and some of the paper shred in there just to give that a little bit of filler in there, so all of my items wouldn't just completely disappear into the flower pot. And I added a solar stake and some different bulbs and flower seeds, just a lot of different gardening items that they have at the Dollar Tree right now. And each of these baskets, you guys, you could probably do these for $10 or less, or you could do more. It just depends on how full that you wanted to fill these. And if you wanted to make them even a little bit more, they also have a great selection of gift cards at Dollar Tree now. So you could also add one of those to your gift baskets. The gardening gloves, of course, you have to have those in there. And I thought this one, for a gardener, you would need some kind of lotion or something like that. And of course, I added one of those bookmarks that I made earlier to each of my gift baskets. And I also found this shrink wrap that also comes with a bow at the Dollar Tree. I have never seen these before. They were kind of hiding at the very end of the party section aisle. All you have to do is put your basket in the bottom of that, and I did hold it kind of closed at the top. Just used my hair dryer, and I did use this on the highest heat setting as well as the pressure setting, however you want to say that. It was just on high, and this took literally 30 seconds, you guys, to actually shrink wrap everything in that basket. But isn't that so cool? I think this just looks like a professional gift that you would pick up somewhere. I had a lot of fun with these. You could do a complete beauty basket if you wanted to. You could also do like a baking basket, of course, a crafter's basket. That would be what I would want for Mother's Day. But I thought this was such a really fun idea. Let me know what you guys think about these gift baskets and what theme that you might do for one. I hope you all got some really good ideas for Mother's Day gifts, and maybe you even want to treat yourself with one of these ideas. I know I'm going to be keeping a pair of those earrings that I made for myself. Please let me know which of these ideas is your favorite, and I would also love to know if you might be creating one of these gift basket ideas. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. And to all of the mothers, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed Mother's Day, and I will see you in the next one.